Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. Over the last weekend, we just had our first major tournament here for the town of Meissner. And it's important to tell you a couple things. What stood out? What did I learn from this? Well, I'll tell you what the biggest thing that stood out. Ethan Carr from Meissner won first place. And he not only won first place, he took the biggest bass of the tournament as well. So this is incredible for a number of reasons. Number one, it's a local person that is competing in a national tournament trail and comes out first. I think this is absolutely fantastic. There were other things that I really learned from this. The number of fish caught is always incredible. And we usually have a lot of really big fish. Now, Ethan's total was over 24 pounds. That's a lot. No matter what month, what day, wherever those people fish, and the best anglers in the country aren't going to do better than what he did on this day. And a year ago, he came in second. So he really's got something special going for him. But the other thing is, there were a lot of smaller fish caught than what is usual. And I don't know what that means. But I know guys were telling me that they had expected to get bigger fish. Now, there was a total of over 24 pounds. So it's not that there weren't monster fish out there like there always is. But I found this really interesting. The other thing that I wanted to tell you about this event. Now, there were over 1,000 bass that were brought in and weighed over the 2-day period. And yet, the guy that runs the bass release boat, that in other words, after the fish are weighed in, they're taken down to the water at the intake, and they're put in this big boat with tanks designed just for this purpose. And then they're kept there, and then they're taken out in the river and released. The guy that ran this boat, and when I went down to take ice to him, I really saw how hard he was working. And remember also that the ice make a huge difference. We took chunk after chunk after chunk of ice, and we're putting them in all the tanks to keep that water temperature cool, because that really results in the survival of the bass. But he told me after the event, he came up to me and he says, I want to thank you for the work in getting that ice to us, because he said we only lost 14 bass in this tournament out of all the hundreds that were brought in. To me, that is absolutely incredible. And there's always going to be certain fish that die. I mean, no matter whether we go out to just fish for fun, we don't know if we put the fish back in the water. It could swim away and look absolutely incredible. You just never know. But the hard work from everybody to make sure that we protect these fish, that really became apparent. And I'm proud of all the people that helped us, the team of volunteers that came to make sure all these things happened, and how hard this group, this Phoenix Rod BFL Tournament Trail, how hard they worked to keep these fish alive. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.